Hey guys, we're moving along on getting our FAFSA done. So now that you've created your FSA ID, you are now ready to begin the actual process of the FAFSA. So the very first part is going to be entering your student demographics. Again, this is a super simple part of the application because you're just saying that you are who you are. You're going to put your name, your date of birth, your social security number, or your alien registration number. You're going to put where you live. It's going to be a pretty straightforward process. And once we get done with that, we're then going to move on to the next section. So let's get started on student demographics.
Hello, everyone. We are now ready to begin the actual application for federal student aid. So once you log in, you're going to see that you have two different options as you begin this process. Are you going to log in as the actual student, or are you going to log in as a parent or someone else who is preparing your FAFSA? Now, usually it's going to be you, the student, working on your own application. So I'm going to do just that. Now, remember the FSA ID that we set up? That's what we're going to use to log into our FAFSA. That's why you need it before you even start. So let's put that in. And my password. Awesome, we put everything in correctly. So now we see that we have a disclaimer. This is essentially saying that you understand that you are accessing a US federal government system. Therefore, you understand that you need to do your own application if you say you are, and the information that you put in needs to be correct. Let's accept this. Awesome, we're in. So here it's saying, welcome to me, and I am ready to fill out my FAFSA form. Now, for which school year are you applying for financial aid? If you're beginning in the fall of 2021, for example, that's the FAFSA that you need to start because that begins that academic school year. If you were starting in the summer, or if you were doing this for a previous year, you would need to put the 2020-21 FAFSA. So since I'm going to pretend like I'm getting started in the fall, I'm going to begin that FAFSA. Now we need to create a save key. This key is essentially what you're using to say, I want to come back and leave, or you want to go right back to where you stopped off. So we're going to make something that is super quick and easy to remember. Mine is 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not make this complicated because if you don't remember your save key, you'll have to start over with your federal application. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. So let's wait for them to process my data. Here's a couple questions in case you're wondering about how long will it take to do the FAFSA? Can I save it? Which is why we just did the save key. And I'll answer most of these as we go through. But if you need a refresher, you can look at that. So we're going to put student information in. And because this is already connected to your FSA ID information, it's already there. Let's click next. Student information. I'm going to add my telephone number here. Perfect. Let's click next. Your permanent mailing address. So where exactly are you legally listed as living? We're going to put just that. And all of this information is already here and it looks correct. So let's click next. Have you lived in Maryland for at least 5 years? My answer is going to be yes. If no, then you would need to state your state of legal residence and did you become a legal resident before 2016? This is just to establish residency for whichever state you're living in. We're going to pretend like I have lived in Maryland for at least 5 years. And it's wondering if I am a US citizen, which I am, so I will put yes. But if I'm an eligible non-citizen, then this is where we will enter our alien registration number. If you are not a citizen or eligible non-citizen, then you're not going to be able to get this federal financial aid. So for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to say that I'm a US citizen and click next. What will your high school completion status be when you begin college? For many of you, you're seniors working on this application, so you will receive a high school diploma. Some of you will have a GED certificate, some of you will be homeschooled, and some of you can say none of the above. We're going to go with a high school diploma because I will have graduated high school. What college degree or certificate will you be working on when you begin the school year? So even if many of you have done dual enrollment or you've taken some college credits, what they want to know is how many semesters have you used your FAFSA for? So are you getting your first bachelor's degree? Are you getting your second degree, your associate's degree, or a credential? What exactly are you doing this FAFSA for? For many of you, you will be getting your first bachelor's degree, which is your 4-year undergraduate degree that you will get if you attend the university or state school. So what would your college grade level be? Have you ever attended college before? Yes, no. Again, dual enrollment is not going to count towards this. If you're a high school student who has been taking college credits, you're just a high school student who has never attended college. Are you interested in being considered for work study? This is nice just to put yes, because work study is going to be a job that you can have on campus to earn money that will go towards college costs. So I'm going to say yes. And click next. Are you male or female? This is going to be your gender assigned at birth. If you're female, you click female, but if you're a male, they also want to know if you are registered with the Selective Service Program. And this has to do with if there is a draft, will you be able to get drafted in for that? Are you registered? You can say yes or no. And if no, then yes, that you want to be registered. This is mandatory in order to obtain federal financial aid. And it's just as easy as clicking a yes or no. So we're going to say female and next. This is one of the questions on the FAFSA that if you don't have a driver's license, it is absolutely fine. You can just leave it blank. So I'm going to do just that. But if you have a driver's license, it's a nice thing to put in. Are you a foster youth or were you at any time in the foster care system? This is especially applying to students who have been in the foster care system if they've been older or younger or anything. And we're just going to say yes or no. High school completed by parent 1. This is just for stats. So I'm going to say that parent 1 completed high school and parent 2 will say middle school, junior high. So this is not going to necessarily affect your financial aid. This is just something that FAFSA wants to know about. And that's it. You finished the student demographics section. Hang tight and we'll get started on the school selection. But if you have any questions, as always, reach out to FAFSA directly. They will be able to assist you and take a look at our super cool toolkit. As always, thanks so much for watching and good luck, South Carolina.